sacred spaces for the spirits of the wild. Now, the slim stretches of green parkland, tucked along the city's margins and hiding between skyscrapers, were the only places where she could escape from the world of men. She often wondered why she stayed. What place was there for the goddess of the wilderness in a city of grids? Streets reached to the horizon. Towers stretched to the sky. But beneath the glass and steel, the city's heart still beats wild, Selene thought, looking southward to the skyline rising along the riverfront. New York was untamed, a city of dissidents and immigrants, a multi-hued patchwork of humans refusing to conform, where even the strangest residents, like a 6-foot-tall woman with eyes like the moon, rarely garnered more than a curious glance. In a small town, she would have been under constant scrutiny, forced to move every 20 years when her neighbors began to wonder why she aged barely 1 year for their 50. Here, no one noticed. The city's denizens ignored her, and she, for the most part, ignored them right back. Usually, Selene found the park a welcome relief from the travails of her half-mortal life. But today, it failed to cheer her. She couldn't shake the memory of Mario's knife above her face. She'd grown so weak that a mere mortal could threaten her. What sort of existence was that? Hippo, oblivious to her mistress's distress, pulled against her collar, her tongue lolling with exertion. Selene gave up telling her to heel and unclipped the leash. After all, they had the park to themselves. It was officially closed before dawn, but that had never stopped them. The dog bounded ahead with unrestrained joy, chasing an errant squirrel. She'd been a shelter rescue puppy, starved and brindled, sporting huge paws and elephantine ears, growling and snapping at everything in sight. A kindred spirit, Selene had known from the first time she saw her. The fierce Amazonian queen Hippolyta made a fitting namesake, although, after overindulging in Selene's carnivorous diet for the past 5 years, the nickname Hippo seemed far more appropriate. With a shift in the wind, some of the warm humidity dropped away, leaving only the bracing chill of approaching autumn. "Hello, Boreas," she greeted the god of the north wind, knowing full well he'd never hear her, if he even still existed. Selene pulled off her leather jacket and sweatshirt, letting the cold air rush against her bare arms and through her tank top, and jogged down the stairs leading to the boardwalk. Having lost the squirrel to an arboreal escape, Hippo waited for her mistress at the river's edge, her tail pounding the asphalt. Together they headed north along the shoreline. A single barge floated far out in the Hudson, but Selene had no interest in the boat. She scanned the water closer in, squinting in the dark, until a low woof from Hippo drew her attention farther upriver. She hadn't bothered hunting any prey besides men in a very long time, but her dog sensed her desire. "Good girl," Selene scratched briefly beneath Hippo's chin. The dog stood, tail high and quivering. When she wanted to, she could be an exemplary hunting companion. Selene opened her backpack and pulled out 2 graceful lengths of curving gold, pieces of a bow almost as old as she. Quickly, she screwed the upper limb into the hand grip, then braced the bow between her legs so she could slip the string on more easily. She plucked the string once. It gave a satisfying thrum. Even after so long, it still felt like an extension of her arm. Before she and the other gods had left Greece during the Olympian diaspora, Hephaestus, the smith, had made the bow detachable. "So you can hide it more easily," her stepbrother had said. "You carry around a bow and arrows in plain sight, and the mortals are liable to think you're a witch, or something worse." He'd been right. Even with her bow hidden away, she'd never fit easily into the patriarchal constraints of the Middle Ages, or of the Renaissance, or really of any time in the last 1,500 years. She'd been accused of witchcraft.